Hi, my name is Taquasia. This week we spoke on the graying of America. The graying of America is the theory that by 2029 we'll have more than 20% of the U.S. population will be over 65 years old, and by 2056 there will be more 65 and older people rather than versus people under the age of 18. And I didn't think that it would have such a big impact until I started looking into it. It'll impact things like the ads that we see. It'll impact our politics. It'll also impact the younger generation. Even though like they're on like two opposite spectrums, it will impact them greatly because as we maneuver into that reality, we'll have to accommodate the wider generation. And given the fact that the older generation will be the majority, a lot of politicians will try to appeal to them and try to accommodate them. And they'll try to make changes towards healthcare and making healthcare a little more accessible to the older generation. I also believe that things such as schools won't be funded as well as healthcare and hospitals will be funded because they won't make the lesser population the priority. And I also feel as though things such as apps will start being more elderly friendly, if that makes sense. I feel like there's going to be more apps that will help the elderly like maneuver their phones or like finding certain hospitals or like medicines or something, just certain things like that, just to make it a little bit easier for the older generation, especially because from my experience with the elderly, I feel as though they're not really into all the high-tech phones and the gadgets and everything. So I feel like they would try to find more ways to make technology more appealing to the older generation. I am not 100% sure how I would tackle this issue. I feel like I would try to make it as fair as possible, because I don't feel like one generation should suffer because of the fact that they aren't just because of the fact that they're not the majority, because even if they're not the majority, they still exist. So I feel like I would try my best to split funds down the middle if possible so that everyone can get what they need.